Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about one of the most important and interesting topics which is going to help making your art look even more interesting. You might be confused about all these different blending modes and how to work with it, especially if you are a beginner. Well, I am here to tell you how using all these blending modes you can create cool looking arts within just minutes. The science behind blending modes can be pretty confusing, but I'm going to tell you in the simplest way possible. So today we're going to look at the darken and the lighten section from the blending mode. I'm going to demonstrate things in pair which behave exactly opposite to each other, so it will be easy to understand. Before explaining how things work, I would like to tell you one important thing. That is, I'm going to refer the portrait as base layer and the blending mode layers as the blend layers. So we are going to start off with darken and lighten modes. These two blending modes replaces the light or dark colors. Darken is going to replace any highlighted area with dark colors, and the rest of the darker areas will remain more or less unchanged. On the other hand, lighten works exactly the opposite way, by replacing any dark areas such as the hair or the eyebrows with lighter color. So let's see how it looks like. It kind of blends with the base color, but you can prominently see the lightened parts only. You can always modify the intensity and the colors to create some interesting versions of your artwork. Next up, we have multiply and screen, which also works exactly opposite way of each other. Multiply. As the name suggests, it actually multiplies the color and creates a darker version. It's a great way to add shadow to your art. It's one of my favorite blending modes as well. And in case of screen, it reverse multiplies. So in one word, it lightens the overall color value. Let's see how things look like. The multiply layer is great to create an effect of being in a dark place. Then you add some glowing parts and the overall look will be really fabulous. Now I'm going to play around with the brightness, saturation and hue to my liking. Changes these three parameters can really create something interesting result. Moving on to color burn and color dodge. If you are a Ross Strauss fan, you have probably heard the term color dodge a lot of times. He really did inspire me to add more color dodge in my arts, and I must say it looks super cool. Anyways, so what color burn does is increasing the contrast between the base and the blend layers. Always remember that if you increase the contrast between colors, it can get really dark because of the high saturation. If you increase the contrast, you also have to increase the brightness, otherwise it will definitely get darker. And in case of color dodge, it decreases the contrast so that things become less saturated and more bright. your art is going to look super weird if you use these blending modes with 100% opacity. So you definitely need to lower it or change the brightness to fix that. Now, we have linear burn and linear dodge, which are nothing but the stronger versions of multiply and screen. Linear burn simply decreases the brightness of your base color to make it look super dark. In case of multiply, the color was being multiplied to make it look darker, but in this case, it's just decreasing the overall brightness, so the result color is less saturated and more dark. Similarly, linear dodge increases the overall brightness of the base layer, resulting in a super bright art. Just like color dodge and color burn, you also have to modify the intensity of the blending layer to make it work nicely. For now, I'm going to skip the add layer because it's a special thing that needs special attention at the last. The last opposite pair in this list is darker color and lighter color. These are my least favorite blending modes to work with. And if I'm being honest, I do not really use these because they don't really properly blend colors. I wonder why they are still being called blending modes. Anyways, so these are basically the harsher version of Darken and Lighten. They also replace the lighter and darker areas like Lighten and Darken, but those colors do not blend at all. Let me show you the example. As you can see, it replaced the whole lighter area with this blue color. Now similarly, the lighter color mode has replaced all the dark areas with the same color. But there is a big but here. They do not blend anything smoothly. So if you want to use these blending modes, you probably have to decrease the intensity to make it work. And finally, we have add layer, or which I refer as the glow layer, because it's really the most ideal way to introduce glow to your art. It's one of my really favorite blending modes. As you probably have noticed, I love glitters and glow. You might be wondering, why do I have linear dodge and add side to side? Because those two are almost identical except for one part. That is, the add layer creates an extra high contrast edge. That is the X factor for the glow effect. So if I pour the color all over the art, you won't be seeing any difference. But if I add the color in a different way where you can see the edges, you will understand. Like I said, if you compare both the brush strokes, you can see an extra orange layer around the golden color here. But in case of linear dodge, you won't be able to see it. To make it even clearer, I'm going to blur both the colors. Now you can see it even prominently, that how different is add from linear dodge. Even if they work almost the same way, that extra high contrast edge is what makes add layer very special. Finally, we have came to the end of today's video. I really hope it was understandable and you would be able to apply these blending modes to your art to create some interesting effects. Also, you can combine more than one blending modes to make things even more fun. So what are you waiting for? Go and explore these modes and let me know how it worked for you. And of course there will be a part 2 where I'm going to explain the rest of the blending modes. So don't forget to check that out as well. Hope you enjoyed today's video and learned something important. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next week. Till then, take care.